Hey guys, what's up? Brandon here, and today I've got some Call of Duty gameplay for you. Now, quick, guess which Call of Duty it is? I forgot. The title of the video says Modern Warfare 3, but if that title wasn't there, I bet many of you would just be like, oh, is this a new map pack for Modern Warfare 2? And I wouldn't blame you for that answer because that's kind of how it feels in a lot of ways. Modern Warfare 3 feels like a revision of Modern Warfare 2, and I think a lot of us already knew that going in, because I think by this point we're all familiar with how the Call of Duty series works. You know, a new game is released each year, and that new game iterates on the prior year's title. So it's not surprising that Modern Warfare 3 is not groundbreaking and revolutionary in the way that perhaps something like Battlefield 3 was. But Activision obviously has the tried and true Call of Duty formula, which has made it the largest gaming franchise ever. So when you're buying a new Call of Duty, the question you're asking yourself really is, do I enjoy the game? You know, is it fun, and do I feel like I got my money's worth? So that's the question that I'll explore here in this commentary. Now, let's start off with what I like about the game. And I will say I think the best part of the game is the gunplay. And a lot of times that's what Call of Duty does well. But in Modern Warfare 2, the guns didn't feel all that realistic, and there was very little recoil. I didn't think the sounds were that great. Just overall, I wasn't very impressed with the guns. But Modern Warfare 3 is definitely an improvement over that. The recoil is satisfying, and you actually have to aim a bit to kill someone, which is good. And the sounds, I feel like maybe Infinity Ward took a cue from Battlefield 3 because the guns sound beefier, they sound more realistic, and they're just more satisfying to shoot. And so when you combine the greater recoil with the improved sounds and then also the customization and everything that we're used to at this point, I think that Modern Warfare 3 probably has the best gunplay that we've seen since Call of Duty 4, and so that's a good thing. Next, I think the new killstreak packages in Modern Warfare 3 are the best that we've seen yet in a Call of Duty title, and I think it's long overdue, but it is nice to finally have the added diversity of the support and specialist packages. And from what I've played so far, it seems like having at least one or two support on your team is going to be necessary to win the round, so it's nice to see that the support has been kind of integrated into the game, and it's not just an afterthought. Speaking of integrating new things into the game, I also like the addition of the new game types. Now, I haven't tried Team Defender yet, but I have tried Kill Confirmed, and it's pretty cool. I don't typically like Team Deathmatch all that much. I prefer objective-based gameplay. But Kill Confirmed, it kind of puts sort of an objective type spin on Team Deathmatch, having to grab the dog tags and everything, so it has kind of an aspect of teamwork that Team Deathmatch doesn't. And so I've had fun with it. It's always nice to have more options for how you want to play the game, and I don't typically get down with Team Deathmatch, but Kill Confirmed I could definitely see myself playing more of. Let's see, the last really positive thing I have to say is that the game seems stable and seems to perform really well. So I'm on a 2600K and an overclock 6950, and I'm able to run the game at 1080p with all the settings maxed out. I don't get any random frame rate drops or any video lag, and I did get some of that with Black Ops for whatever reason, but that seems to be remedied here in Modern Warfare 3. So, for all intents and purposes, this is kind of an updated Modern Warfare 2, graphically speaking, and so it is nice that at least since they're not throwing us much of a bone with new visuals, that at least the old visuals do run very well, and I think they'll probably run really well on a lot of different hardware setups. Now on to the things that I don't care for about the game, and the first would have to be kind of a culmination of a lot of little things that would have been pretty easy to add, but for one reason or another, Infinity Ward just didn't add them. The first and most egregious of these, to me, is not being able to change your field of view, and maybe that's not a big deal to some people, but to me that's a huge deal, and it's something that's already in the game engine. We've had it in prior Call of Duty titles, and not having it, and forcing everyone to be locked at the standard 60 or 65, whatever the default is, To me, there's just no excuse for that, because it feels like I play through a submarine periscope, and I mean, I think everyone that I've talked to so far, that's one of their main complaints, is that you just have no peripheral vision, and the game just is not as much fun, because you're locked at such a low field of view. And it would have been so easy for Infinity Ward to implement, but they just didn't. For one reason or another, they just didn't. And there's other stupid little things like this too. One of them that Scott had mentioned in a video he put up recently, and I had noticed it too, was that there's only one volume slider for all of the sounds and music in the game. I don't even know why you would put a volume slider in the game if you're not going to give individual control over like the sound effects volume and the music volume and all of that individually. And so again, it just doesn't make sense to me why a game developer would decide to force all of their players to listen to the menu music at full blast every time they open the game or create a class or watch something in theater mode or do anything relating to the options of the game. Why can I not turn the music down or change the volume levels? Again, it just doesn't make sense. And there's a lot of other little things like that aggravate me, like your FPS being capped at 91. I don't understand why there's a need for that, and it seems arbitrary to me. But I could look past a lot of that stuff. The field of view to me is a huge problem, and hopefully we get a patch for it at some point. But given that it's Infinity Ward, I can't say I expect that to be coming. But let's move on to the main problem I have with the game, and honestly the big reason that I probably won't be playing Modern Warfare 3 all that much. And that is the map design. Now, some people have said they like the smaller, frantic maps in Modern Warfare 3, but personally I feel like these are the worst maps we've had in a Call of Duty title yet. And let me explain why I think that. If you look at these maps, you'll see that each of these has been designed to make you vulnerable from multiple angles just about anywhere you stand on the map. This means that no matter how good you are, you can always be flanked from more directions than you can physically view at once. And this means, at least in my experience, that a lot of the deaths you get will be somewhat random and out of your control, given the way the spawn system in the game works for game types like Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, and Domination. So by now you're saying, alright Brandon, I get it, but is the game fun? Is it worth my money if I haven't bought it already? And to tell you the truth, I don't think it is. While Modern Warfare 3 is not a bad game, it's just never been more evident how much the Call of Duty series is stagnating at this point. If you've got plenty of money to spend on video games, then sure, why not pick it up? But as a PC gamer, I just think there are so many other titles more worthy of your time than Modern Warfare 3. I mean, you look at Battlefield 3, Tribes Ascend, Blacklight Retribution, Skyrim, the list goes on and on. And compared to those games, I just don't find Modern Warfare 3 all that compelling. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. This is just my impression of the game, but maybe you guys have had a whole different experience, so let me know in the comments. Anyway guys, this gameplay is just about finished. We had a full KB mod group, so we ended up taking it to these kids pretty hard. But if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button for me. It really helps me out, and it doesn't negatively affect you in any way. You can also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. Also, follow me on Twitter. Links below in the details section. As always guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.